Have you ever had somebody tell you that you're lying when you say you're from whatever country you're from? That's what happened to me. So, this is back when I was still ice skating. Like, after you graduate from rental skates and then you go into actual skates, right? Like, I'm talking about the Jacksons, Adeas, and whatnot, right? So, I'm getting the Jacksons. I was at the skate store and I was buying that one after contemplating for quite a while. When I went to the counter to pay for it, there was this old Italian man there with maybe like middle age, a little bit over middle age, right? Probably like 65 or something. I don't know. He's probably retired by now, but I think he owns a store. But yeah, so he was there, and I think his employee was doing the transaction because she or he, don't remember who, was serving us. And I was with a friend at that time as well, so we had cute little conversations between ourselves, and it was all right until he came along and just kind of butt in when I was doing my transaction. Because I think my friend bought it first and then I bought it afterwards, and he goes and says to me, "So where are you from?" I'm from Australia, right? So I say, "Oh, I'm Australian." Because I'm like thinking, oh, he's probably thinking that I'm from Asia or something, and I, came here when I was 12 or whatever. I was born here. And he straight up says to me, he's like, "No, you're lying. Where you really from?" But he had such a serious tone to it that I was quite taken aback, because this is the first time someone has pretty much told me that I'm lying. And so I just kind of stand there quite stunned for like 5 seconds, and I look at my friend and my friend looks at me, and I look back at the Italian man, and I'm like, what do you mean? Because at this point I'm like, is he asking me to tell him where I'm from, like my heritage, or what is going on? He says, "Where are you really from?" So at this point I'm looking like, what do you mean? What do you mean? So I tell him, "Oh, my parents are from China, and I was born here." And he goes, "Ah, I see." And that was literally the end of the conversation. It was like the weirdest interaction of that whole entire day. And my friend and I left after all of that, and it was like silent after that interaction. And afterwards she's like, "Oh my god, that guy was like super rude, like, are you okay?" And I'm like, "No, that's fine." I think he might have been joking in some way, because some Italians are like that, especially the older ones. But yeah, I didn't take too much offense to it, but I was like, "Oh, okay."